What's going on, guys? WhiteFox1225 here, and today I'm talking about Expeditions Viking. This is the second game in the series. The first one was Expeditions Conquistador. They're kind of similar, but they have some big differences. Obviously, that one focused on conquistadors, and this one is focusing on Vikings. But they do bring some different things to the table, and we'll talk about that later in the video. The game is a historically accurate Viking strategy RPG. Lots of research went into this game. They're really trying to make it, like I said, historically accurate, how it was at the time. Don't expect any fantasy or anything like that. They're really trying to make it as realistic as possible. The game takes place in the year 700. Your father was the leader of your clan, but he was just murdered, and all of a sudden you're put in the leadership role, and now you have to make decisions for your clan. The rival clans around you kind of see this as an opportunity to overthrow you, so they're bearing down on you, and in order to escape them, you have to go to Europe, or England, sorry. You're going to go to England, and you're going to have to gain strength there from however you see fit, and then you're going to have to return and take your land back. From there, the choices are up to you. You can choose to be peaceful with the people in England, set up alliances and be political, make trade, and then come back with them to help you, or you can just be the classic Viking and raid and pillage. And I'm guessing most people will do that, but it's up to you. Like I said, it is an RPG at its heart, and we'll talk about that later, but the choices are up to you. There's many paths to get to the end of the story. The characters in your party will also react to the different decisions you make. They are fleshed out characters, you can have conversations with them, and they're going to react kind of similar to the Banner Saga. This game reminds me of the Banner Saga in a lot of ways, the way you have to lead this party and make decisions, and it has that Viking feel, but at the same time they are very different. The gameplay is very similar to Conquistadors, so if you played that game, you should be very familiar with it. And it's not bringing too much new to the table, so if you've played any strategy game before, you should be pretty familiar with the combat system. If you're not, it is a turn-based strategy game, so what's going to happen is all your characters are going to move and then do your attacks, and then the opposite side, your enemies, are going to do their moves and do their attacks, and you're going to take turn doing that. All your characters are going to be on a board of hexagons, and you're going to be able to move in certain positions, and you can see that on the screen. There are going to be abilities, although there are no classes. When you start the game, you'll get character creation. You can design your character unlike the previous game. Then you're going to pick skills and stats, so you're going to have to pick how much strength you want, intelligence. We've seen that before in RPGs, think something like Oblivion. From there, you're going to be able to use those in game, so if you pick strength, maybe you'll do better at fighting, but if you did intelligence, you're going to be better at conversation. Each of those is going to pay off in different, scenarios, so you're going to have to choose carefully and make sure that you get the stats you want. There will be abilities in the combat, like I said, for you to use. If your characters do die in combat, they'll be injured, and then when you make camp, you can treat their injuries, but if for some reason you ignore their injuries or you don't have the resources to take care of them, they will die permanently, so be careful of that. You're also going to have to decide who eats and doesn't eat, so there are lots of decisions you're going to have to make as the leader of this group, and they all will have consequences. Like I said, guys, early in the video, there's a lot more RPG elements in this game than the previous game. There's going to be character creation, which we talked about. You'll be able to upgrade your village. There's dialogue choices and lots of choices in the game. And it's just more of an RPG than a strategy game, although it still has that strategy element to it. The game is going to be released fall 2016 for the PC. Definitely excited for this game. I've been waiting for a Viking RPG to hit the market. Hopefully this one lives up to its potential. I'll definitely be covering it, so if you want to see more videos on it, hit that subscribe button. I also cover MMOs, RPGs, and indie games, so if you want to see that, again, hit the subscribe button. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you have any questions, leave them down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.